Hey everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. If you're new here or you have not already, please consider subscribing and helping us feed a hungry hippo. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up as you're listening today. Today we're taking a look at what sold on Mercari in the month of April. I haven't pulled up all of our sales on Mercari, just the highlights, all of the plush sales, of course, and then the highlights of all of our other sales, just to kind of give you an idea of what sells for us on Mercari, what to look for when you're outsourcing. A lot of our clearance items do move on Mercari. I do find that when we clearance our poop or our older items out at heavily discounted prices to get them to move, they typically will sell on Mercari faster than other platforms. I'm not saying Mercari is a cheap platform or it's the garage sale of platforms, but a lot of times when you mark stuff down with the deep discount, they'll move on Mercari even more quickly than they would eBay. So if you are trying to get rid of older items and just slash prices and run sales and stuff like that, Mercari may be an option for you. It might be a platform you want to look at. If you're not using List Perfectly to cross-post, you should be. List Perfectly is much more than a cross-posting app. It does a lot of different tasks for your business. You can try it for 30% off your first month with Flippin' Hippos and see if it's a good fit for you and your business. There's no contract and no obligation. Try it for 30% off. Code Flippin' Hippos. You don't like it, you cancel. You move on with your life. Also, I do have an entire video about how and why we deeply discount or clearance a lot of our older items. So I'll have that pop up at the end if you've never seen it. It's worth a watch. I go into much more detail about stale inventory and how to move it versus pulling it and donating it and the pros and cons of both. Let's start this video with the Easter chick you're looking at. This is a $10 plush sale. This came in a wholesale lot. His cost was not much, under $1. And he's a little 7-inch chick. I did put duck in the keywords too, because, I mean, he's probably a chicken, but he could be a duck. A lot of these kinds of animals, I will put Easter, spring, chick, duck, keywords like that to get them to move. And in fact, you may have heard me say this on the channel before. Our highest selling holiday plush is Easter. We sell more Easter than any other holiday. Probably because there's more types of plush and animals that you can put Easter in the title. Lots of chicks, ducks, turtles, things like that. He sold for $10 on an offer, and he shipped first class. This is the Hallmark Interactive Story Buddy. This is Abigail the bunny. She did not come with her original book, and she sold on an offer of $16, and she shipped first class. And the last plush sale. The last plush sale on Mercari in April was this Schiffer Lollipop Monster. So he's from children's literature. He's from the Lollipop Monster book. Not a very well-known one. When we comped him, he was kind of hard to get a grasp on comps. He did sell for best offer $12 within a day of being listed. So we may have priced him too low, or we were just in the right place at the right time. There have been times when we've listed items that sell overnight. We know we're priced right. Even like American Eagle jeans that should take 3 months to sell, typically up to 6 months. Sometimes they'll sell. Sometimes you just list the right thing when someone's looking for it. I'm not going to let it haunt me too much that we may have priced him too low. In fact, I haven't even looked at comps since he sold. I don't want to know. So if you know, don't let me know. I don't like what ifs. All right. You guys know we love our Pearl Snap shirts here. Any brand, we don't care. If we find Pearl Snaps for 99 cents at the thrift, we're going to grab them all. Of course, some brands sell for more than others. Wrangler's a good one to pick up. You always want to use your keywords Western and Pearl Snap on these types of shirts. And some of the Pearl Snaps aren't pearl colored, like that white color you see here. Show you up close. It's like a pearlescent. Not all of them are like that. I have seen Pearl Snaps that are black and shiny, and some that were like the pinkish shiny. you can still use pearl snap. The only time I would say don't use pearl snap is your keyword. Some of them have plain metal snaps. Then I would just put Western snap shirt. But as long as they have like some kind of pearlescent, opaque color, you can use pearl snap. This sold for $21, shipped first class. Next up, we have a WWE Bray Wyatt t-shirt. Not something we would pick up in the wild. It came in a wholesale lot. That lot had actually lots of sports ball t-shirts, just stuff we're not familiar with. But we went ahead and listed it all. Every shirt was $1 in that lot. And a lot of them, when we comp them, hey, this is decent. Bray Wyatt must be somebody. I still don't know who he is. I'm capable of comping things I don't know about just to get a price. So I say that because I want to say you shouldn't shy away from things you don't know. If you wind up finding a deal on a wholesale lot, or you find a whole bunch of shirts at a garage sale, say you are a sports person, but you're not familiar with the comic book world, don't be afraid of Marvel and DC. It's super easy. You don't have to be a nerd like me and know all your comics. You can type in eBay, Spider-Man shirt, or Flash. You don't have to like be familiar with it to sell it. We sell all kinds of stuff that we're not. If we stuck just to nerd stuff, we'd probably keep everything, to be honest. No. But yeah, so this was like a whole sports ball box of shirts, and we're still selling them. They're still moving. This one sold for $18. Here's an example of a Sylvania remote. So these usually sell for between, I took a best offer of 9 on this one. This brand usually sells for between 10 to 16, depending on what model you've had. But I have had Sylvania remotes that go for 20, 25, 30 and more. So I just wanted to point this brand out to you. If you ever see it in the wild, comp it and see if it's worth picking up, because this brand can wildly differentiate between a $9 sell and like a $30 sell. So check that brand when you see it. Here's a shirt that came to us in a wholesale lot. So I still really don't know who Don Henley is, but it's a concert tee, guys. So I comped it and listed it. Sold for $19. Here's some Healing Hands Purple Label Yoga Scrub Pants. So they say Purple Label Yoga, but Healing Hands is a good brand of scrub tops and pants. So I know that these were scrub pants, but they say Purple Label Yoga, so I'm going to put that in the title too. These sold on an offer of $16, and they were 99 cents, and they shipped first class. I always check out the scrub section at the thrifts. Anything that's 99 cents is almost a no-brainer to come home. Scrubs do really well. Here's a pair of Riders Lee. So Riders is kind of either, you can consider it bottom of the barrel bread and butter, or like high-end poop. I love to say that. It's high-end poop. So Riders makes a lot of plus sizes or size 14 and higher. It has a loyal customer base. They are comfortable, and women who like Riders will shop for these online when they can't find them in the wild. These are the mid-rise capris. And so, you know, if they're size 14 or higher and they're 99 cents, I always grab them at the thrift. These sold for $18. And they did ship first class, but like barely. They were like 15.9 ounces. And then we have, is this the same one? I might have done this one, pulled it up twice. I did. So those are the highlights. We did move. I can show you on List Perfectly here. I filtered my List Perfectly catalog by sold on Mercari. So we can definitely come down here and look at what sold on April. And you can see a lot of our clearance items sold on Mercari. And then, of course, these were the highlights. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about selling on Mercari, any of the brands or items you saw in this video today, or reselling in general, let me know in the comments section. I do answer everyone. Sometimes I get behind on comments, but I do respond to everyone. A faster way to get a hold of me is to join our Facebook group, Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. You can search for that on Facebook or use the link in the box below and tag me there. Or just ask a question, because the resellers in that group are all really nice, positive people who will answer you and help you out if you need it. Hey guys, go be productive, go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.